I just became a licensed real estate agent in the state of Florida. In this video, I want to break down why I decided to make that move and what that means for this community and the future. So, I've been involved in real estate transactions for many years in my life, just without having an agent's license. My family has bought and sold quite a number of different properties over the years, and I've always helped them with those transactions. I've always been very interested in real estate. And even within this bulletproof retirement community and in working with clients in financial services in the past, real estate was also a part of those equations because people are looking at their balance sheet and they're looking at all the assets that they have, and they're trying to determine, okay, how do I position these assets in the best way for my future and for my retirement? And so I've had these conversations with many people over the years, particularly from a tax perspective. And in my own family's case, one of the things that really this trust showed me how crazy the differences and the paradigm that you're living in is that back in the day, there's a real estate tax avoidance mechanism within the tax code called a 1031 exchange. And most real estate investors are aware of what that is. It's one of the common ones where you're able to exchange real estate for another property of like kind, and you're able to move the equity from one property into another without creating a taxable event. You're essentially deferring the taxes down the line at some undefined point into the future when the next property sells, or not, because you could keep 1031ing again and again, and theoretically, you just trade up or trade into whatever property you want, and you could never sell the asset and never create a taxable event. That is one way to do it if you want to stay in the asset class. But 1031s are difficult. There's time limits, which are frustrating. There's all kinds of paperwork. There's a cost. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to make that happen successfully. And that was one of the things where once I found this trust, I realized how in the real estate world, it's so interesting how most of these real estate tax breaks actually make you more and more a slave to the matrix. And everyone thinks they're being smart by investing in real estate because, you get all these write-offs and you get to do all these avoidance schemes where you jump around like 1031s, and you're writing off this and doing this depreciation and that cost segregation and blah, blah, blah. But really, if you had the right trust and you're a Christian and you want to give your assets to God, well, if you let Jesus Christ handle it and then you sell your property as trustee of a trust, guess what? You didn't create a taxable event in the first place. And so now there's no taxable event. The property is sold in a tax-exempt manner. And that is why very shortly I'm releasing a case study in this community. It's going to be a bulletproof real estate case study on how my family has done that on 3 separate occasions. We've sold 3 different properties with our main family real estate trust, the Christian Meadows Trust. And I will be showing the proof of that, all the documentation behind that every single step of the way with each of those 3 properties. And so it'll be documented in there. So for those who are looking to get an idea of how this would work in your situation, you can see copies of sale contracts and trusts and deeds and just see every step of the way how we actually did that. And so my goal in this industry is to create repeatable miracles. Because one of the things that's become more and more obvious to me as I walk further and further down this path is that we're living in duality. It's a turf war between light and dark. And in the real estate world, this is one of the greatest areas where that juxtaposition, that battle is being laid out, before us. Because when you look at the real estate market in this country, obviously the prices are getting to just nonsensical levels. It's just the math behind how the dollar is being debased and the leverage and just the way this whole system works. There's many corrupt things that the devil has imbued and woven within the matrix that are creating this paradigm that has caused just what's happening, where there's literally so many people that are homeless and don't have homes, and let you look around and most places are empty. Like walk to any beach, all these multi-million-dollar huge properties, always empty. And just so many, you look around and real estate is the one place where it becomes obvious that as human beings, we need a place to live, and yet most people, don't have a place to live. Not most people, but a lot of people don't. And the ones that do, it's not like it's free. We have to work hard just to survive, just to stay alive. And human beings are really the only species that has to do that. And it's because we're here as a spiritual test. It's not just like we get to sit down and, oh, I get to be enlightened. It's hard because just to put a roof over your head and protect your family and yourself, you got to do certain things to do that. And just with the way, how much it costs, even to rent is insanely expensive, and to buy is expensive, and to hold property is expensive. You know, even if you're hold real estate, there's so many holding costs that have skyrocketed dramatically. So no matter what position you're in, putting a roof over your head is a very serious and daunting challenge in this life. And so one of the things that, when you look at how the devil works and how they're putting pressure on this reality, part of the mechanism of debasing the dollar and driving prices up for where you live is so that to make it more obvious that the devil controls this place. And you'll see the big companies, BlackRock, Vanguard, and all these other private equity and large funds. That's why they're buying the world. They own most big companies. They own most of the commercial real estate and even residential. They're just, buying up lots of properties in that category as well. And so it's a clear example where the devil, as this cycle comes to an end, they just want to own everything and own everyone. And so part of my goal is to create some light and some contrast in that equation, because I have seen with my own eyes examples of Christians who are following the common law, and they are creating tax-exempt sanctuaries that are able to stand in resistance in this battle. And those are for people who are families who want to be homeowners and want to stop paying taxes and shield their family. And those are also sellers that want to reposition for their family and take, massive chunks of equity out without having to fork over huge amounts to the government and just put all of that at risk. You can do that in a trust, sell it, pay zero taxes, and now reposition that capital to help with retirement, to help with, whatever other bills and whatever other challenges may come up, without having to be stuck frozen in a property if that's not what you want. So there's many ways where this trust can dramatically change your life, and I've seen it change people's lives in the game of real estate. My own family, being some of the first that I've actually seen. And so I want to share that with more people and create a trail to follow. And I wouldn't even say breadcrumbs. It's like very, very obvious when it works, because the deeds are there. Like I can pull deeds, and see what's happening. And you can see very clearly on these deeds who's doing what. And Jesus Christ, God wants it that way, because part of why I'm here too is to expose the hypocrites in the real estate industry, because most of this industry is the ones that are enslaving the world. All the big companies with all these huge doors, and they're trying to just, let's make that passive income off all the little slaves that are, we rent to. It's like, yeah, you're doing that and you're calling yourself a Christian, you're wearing a cross, while there are people literally starving and homeless on the street, and you think that that's what Jesus Christ would want you to do, and that's a favorable thing to do karmically. Well, I'm here to wake people up from that stupor and that, illusion, because that is absolutely not the case. And many people are walking around in real estate, flashing crosses and talking about being Christian when they are not exhibiting that in their deeds. And they're not encouraging their clients to exhibit that in their deeds, when it would be a huge benefit to them. And so I want to be one of the examples, and also lead a team of agents, as the Jesus Christ team, to show others how to actually do this, because it's provable, it's repeatable, and it's not actually difficult. It just takes the right people with the right psychology who really want to break free of the system to be able to have the courage to do that. So this is my invitation to anyone watching this. Join the community, get involved, learn how you can protect yourself. And for those who want to work closer with me, this is going to be one of the ways to do it. So if you're a buyer or seller, really anywhere, reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk more about your market and what this trust could do for you and how it could change the way you position your transaction. And I can refer you to someone local who can take really good care of you. And that's, the other part of my offer is to real estate agents out there who want to implement these tools in their business. I already know a number of you who are in my community. So if this is you, reach out to me. And there's a few of you I've already spoken to. And I really think that their real estate agents are some of the perfect people to show these Christian principles to others, because you're dealing with the sale of, You know, if you're a seller's agent, you're a listing agent, you're dealing with the sale of really, you know, assets that are some of the largest percentage of people's net worths. They're just really, really important. And this is a strategy behind that de-risks the transaction in a massive way. And the most obvious is from a tax perspective. And there's many other downstream variables that it de-risks, and I'm not going to go into that in this video, but just the benefit of being able to buy and sell assets without creating any taxable events, that's absolutely huge. And so I'm going to be showing not just for my own family, but how this can work really for anyone who wants to take those steps and be able to do that. So my home market is Sarasota and Manatee counties, and that's where I currently live, in Sarasota, Florida. But I'm also going to be working with people all over, as I already do. I already advise hundreds of private trustees all across the country. And so as you're doing your real estate transactions, you know, feel free to reach out to me. My DMs are open. I love having conversations with people about these kinds of topics. And if you work in the industry, also same thing. You know, I'd love to have a conversation with you about what it looks like to do deals together. And yeah, I'm building a team over at Real Broker. That's the brokerage I decided to join. And I'll be talking more about that pretty soon here. And I'm probably going to be starting another channel to focus more on real estate. But yeah, I look forward to interacting with many of you on the real estate front. And it's a great opportunity for anyone who wants to really see what is happening in this world as far as the contrast between light and dark and the devil versus Jesus Christ. It's like the deeds say it all. And this industry is one that says it all. And many of these people that are talking yap, 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 it's like, what are you doing with your deeds? You're just trying to create a paradigm where you're owning things, you're getting rich, you're building up your own ego. And you think that that's something that Jesus Christ would want. When he came to overturn the table on the moneylenders, when, you know, the camel through the eye of the needle, I mean, what do you think that massive holding portfolio that you have of properties, what do you think that's going to do for you in this life, you know, as you try to enter the next karmically? It's not going to be good. And so there's people that need to pave the way for showing these kinds of principles in practice and in many transactions over and over again. And as someone who operates, you know, completely privately, like I don't have a single penny of my assets in the public jurisdiction. But that doesn't mean as a public agent, I can't set foot and make transactions in that area when is necessary. And that's another thing that I want to demonstrate. There's many, many trustees in our community that are already demonstrating this about how you can be a private trustee, control your affairs privately, while still sort of stepping foot back into the matrix when you need to, because we all need to help others. We all need to do transactions. And so we need to take that foot and step in when it makes sense, but then use our trust and protect those assets and protect our incomes. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be demonstrating by example as we move forward. So I look forward to chatting real estate with many of you, and I'll see you in the next one.